I got one here that was sent in by Adrian Cowles. Thank you so much, Adrian. It's Yahoo Answers user Window who asks, is it rude to look at other people's shopping at the supermarket? Wait, have we talked about this before?
Sorry, I was distracted because I'm sharing the link to the potatoes thing on my Twitter, but with no comments whatsoever.
It's got to be Facebook.
Got to be Facebook.
I want it to be, it's got to be Facebook.
Well, I'm sharing the link to the Facebook page.
Okay. It'll be fully 5 days before this episode comes out.
Yeah, that's a long time to wait for content. But hey, bud, it's your Twitter.
Thank you.
So, is it rude to look at other people shopping in the supermarket? I love looking at other people shopping in the supermarket, but I hate when they look at mine. But everybody's looking all day, all the time, right?
Yes.
Yes.
When I roll past, my favorite thing to do is to try to like Sherlock a thing and be like, oh, they're going to make, I don't know, barbecue or what, or they have diarrhea or whatever. As you walk past and you look at their cart and you're like, oh, they're, I don't know, planning a big weekend with a college friend that they haven't seen in a decade.
Yeah, the Mario Party minigame version of this is at CVS when you see me and I've got I special order sort of these big boxes of Imodium. And so you see me walk up and you know sort of what my whole story is. But at the grocery store, I mostly try to play a game of just like, are you being a healthy boy? Because that's really all I can get. I don't like to snoop in there a lot, but I can tell. If I see a lot of stuff from the produce section, I'm like, you're just bragging now.
My worry is always that when I buy something with toilet paper, the people who see it are going to assume that whatever it is makes me poop.
Yeah.
Like if I buy a symphony bar and toilet paper, I was assuming people were going to think the symphony bar.
God, you know what's heartbreaking? What? We've definitely talked about this.
That's what I was going to say. This is I don't want to have another Hakuna Matata Bugs moment, but Justin has definitely talked about his fear of buying stuff with toilet paper for the fear that it would make people think that whatever he was buying would make you shit.
Well, that's why I like to buy all that stuff, the sort of unspeakable stuff in one lump sum. So I'll get toilet paper and, Jimmy caps and Imodium. And then you don't know what kind of fucking day I'm having.
I hate the feeling of buying 18 rolls of toilet paper, like when I'm at the store. But there's not a quicker emotional flip I go through than buying 18 rolls of toilet paper at the store and feeling like a bad person to seeing 18 rolls of toilet paper in my hall closet and I feel bulletproof. Nothing can touch me then. Look at all this fucking toilet paper I have. I'm good for whatever happens. I'm so loaded. I'll never have to think about toilet paper again. Ever, ever, ever. Never again.
That explains why, like, you keep calling your closet the panic room, and it's just full top to bottom of toilet paper.
So, I'll tell you what I like seeing is just a lot of one thing in somebody's cart. Just like chock full of Activia. And it's like, good for you.
Whenever I see something like that where someone's like, they got the ingredients to, like, say, make pancakes, but times 50, where I'm like, you are doing a charity fundraiser for something, and I support you. And what never crosses my mind is that person fucking loves pancakes.
Loves them. Has to have Activia.
I noticed the thing I've seen the most in this situation is party pizzas. You see college kids, and they've got like 50 party pizzas in there, and they've got a look on their face like they're about to pull the heist of the century. Like, nobody can tell me how to live anymore, Dad.
99 cents for a whole pizza?
Well,
I'm a savvy shopper now.
Their dad bod hasn't fully sort of formed yet.
Sure.
Hasn't really gestated.
There's a perfect 3 years where you have the money to buy party pizza and the physical ability to do so.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is why they make carts so big and so fucking see-through, is so that everybody can scope out each other, everybody can clock each other's sort of needs without being like super, super obvious about it. It's really good people watching.
Let me give you a number one Travis shopping hack. This is why every so often you just grab, like, you're going to grab some like pickled onions. You're just going to grab something, right? 3 or 4 of them. But you're going to hand it back to the cashier when you get up there and say, oh, I changed my mind. I don't want these pickled onions. And that's going to keep the looky-loos guessing about what's going on in there. Like, oh, he's pickled onions. What's he doing? Oh, those were my pickled onions.
See, I like
decoy.
I like to go and get some.
Also, it makes more work for the people who work at the grocery store. And I bet they appreciate it.
I like to swing by the butcher, get some of that good sort of parchment, and line my cart with it. Because what I do, that's for now you can't see inside. This is my stuff.
Mm-hmm. Also, and you can also draw on it.
You can draw on
for the
it,
kids.
Which is fun. And for me.
I like to put a hole in the bottom of my shopping cart for trash and claws and bones. So as I'm eating my way through the
Justin.
What's up?
There's no way, man, we've talked a lot about shoplifting, or lifting as the lifting community calls it. But we've never really talked about food lifting before. I've already used it up. You can't get this out of me. That's good stuff. You can pull the watch out of You can pull the watch out of my pocket, but you can't pull the Activia out of my GI tract because it's already doing its great work in there.
Hey, I'm going to give, I don't know, Kroger or Meijer or whoever's listening, $1 million billion idea. Put little self-checkout throughout the store. So then as I'm walking, I'm like, I want to tear into these Cheez-Its right now. I can just scan it and pop the $5 in and then just start eating them. Boom, my receipt, look out.
Or to just, let's add back into the economy, Travis. We can have a patience associate who goes around, and if they see you sort of, slavering over your own cart, they see you and can't wait to crack into that dry tortellini, huh? I feel you. You want me to beep that out for you? And then we can beep it out, and then you can have yourself a time. And we'll have private booths for you to do this work in.
Yes. I like that. Oh, and you set me up with a little camp stove and a pot of water, and I can have that tortellini right now.
Mm-hmm. You get me a Bic lighter and a can of Coke. I'll tortellini those up for you.
My local Kroger has a program where you can they have old cookies sitting out on the deli counter. There's a container of yesterday's cookies that is free, for the kids. And I talked this this outreach program up to my 4-year-old daughter Charlie a lot, and because it was the first time we had gone to Kroger, I think, and I said they got this thing. They used to have this thing as a kid where they would have free cookies. So I rolled back to the counter of the deli, and there's no container of cookies, and everyone working at the counter is 20 feet away from the counter. So I started standing there with a casual kind of talking to my daughter about, I guess there's no cookies, sweetheart. I thought, but I realized this wasn't loud enough to get the attention of anybody. So then I started talking louder. Well, sweetie, I guess they don't have any free cookies. I'm sorry. I guess they don't have any this time. And then the person working the counter 20 feet away looks up at me, takes off their gloves, and start walking up. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want, this is too involved. Oh no. And they said, what do you need? And I said, free cookies. I was like, damn it. And they looked at me completely blank, of course you'd like some free cookies. Sir, this is a store. Everything is purchased here.
I cut pigs. What are you talking about? I'm the pig cutter. I have no jurisdiction over cookie prices.
So, okay, for future reference, if you do go to Kroger, the free cookies are at the bakery counter. That's where you're going to want to get.
Oh, no, Justin.
That's where you're going to want to go for that. You don't want to go to the place where they cut the meat and ask for free cookies because you will be an embarrassment to your child.
And your brothers.
And my brothers. And the audience of people, I'm assuming, at this point. So I guess this is my roundabout way of saying I'm super sorry to Kroger, everybody, and just really sorry.
I've just realized that, oh no, this has become too involved could also be like the McElroy motto on our crest of arms.
Yeah.